Hi everyone, it's Laura from Divine Light Yoga. Today I wanted to share some different meditation techniques that you can do with different children. So depending on their age, their abilities, and really their interests and their needs. So one thing that I hear a lot from parents and some classroom teachers is that my child or my children can't meditate because they won't stay still, they won't sit down, they're too hyperactive, they like being creative, they like talking. So it's assumed that, meditation requires you to sit still and be quiet, and that's not always the case. And so I wanted to share some different meditation techniques that you can share with your little ones or your teenagers that really is tailored towards their needs and their interests. And also as adults as well, we can do different types of meditation. It doesn't require us to sit down for 20 minutes in silence or lie down for 45 minutes. Sometimes it's just a couple of minutes, and there are definitely different types of, or different ways in which we can meditate. So when we talk about meditation with children, and often with ourselves, it is just about focusing the mind on one thing. And when we focus their mind, then that does help them to self-regulate. It helps to soothe their nervous system. And obviously it's calming because they haven't got all of these other thoughts and impulses. So it's really just about encouraging children to focus on one thing. So we can encourage them to focus on movement. So if they are children who are new to meditation, if they need a lot of movement, if sitting still or lying down is just really not comfortable for them, then we can do a moving meditation. So sun salutations can be a very classic way to meditate. It can be silent. I would say more so for the teenagers that you might do sun salutations as a meditation, where they repeat the same sequence of sun salutations. So it could be sun salutation A or B or classic salutations. And they might repeat it 10, 12 times, and they're just moving, focusing on their breath, focusing on the rhythm of their own body. And that is the form of meditation for them. They're doing it by themselves at their own pace. A moving meditation for the younger children could be that they are, we have mandala art meditations, which are definitely a form of moving meditation. But we could do a walking meditation. So where they're only focusing on the soles of their feet pressing on the floor and lifting up. So it could be something as simple as that. It could be a walking meditation in which they are noticing their surroundings. So if they're walking in the garden and they're just very focused on observing their surroundings. So the moving meditation just makes it much more accessible to younger children or children who need the movement, where sitting still does not mean that they get stillness in their mind. And actually, some children, teenagers and adults, need that movement, whether it's a gentle walk or whether it is more dynamic sun salutations. But that movement really helps them to come into a state of focus and mental stillness. So you have moving meditations. For those children that really connect with music and sound, so for those musical learners, you could do a sound healing or a meditation in which they focus on the sound of singing bowls or the sound of a chant, of chanting mantras. So obviously they can get involved as well with the chanting, or it could just be a case of lying down and listening to the sounds of singing bowls. So they're really focusing and observing the sounds and really allowing that music and the sound to flow through the body to soothe the nervous system. So we have sound meditations. For children who are perhaps very visual, very creative, really in their imaginative part of their brain, you can do visualizations. And you can keep your visualizations really simple. It could be that they visualize a color flowing through their body. and that's bringing in power, light, joy, energy, whatever it is that they need to feel that day or want to feel or want to embrace. Or you could lead them on a visual journey, so a meditation in which they perhaps go to a place in nature where they do feel calm and grounded, or where they do feel energized or compassionate. And so guiding them through that visual journey, although they could be lying down, they could be seated, they could even be standing up doing this. It's not about how they look or if they're in complete stillness. The visualization is about allowing them to focus on one particular vision. So it could be, as I said, color flowing through their body, or it could be that they are visualizing themselves walking in a place in nature where they feel soothed, calm, and safe. So we have moving meditations, which could be walking meditations. We have sound meditations, so listening to perhaps singing bowls or chanting. And we have visualizations in which you take them on a visual journey. And then the fourth type, there's many different types of meditation techniques that you can share with children and teens. But the fourth type that I really love is mandala art meditations. So this is another type of moving meditation. It allows children to stay focused on really a very gentle movement of the connection of their hand creating. So the art meditation could be with natural materials, it could be with just simply a pen and paper, or it could be paint, any kind of resources really, where the child is essentially creating, but they're not thinking about it, they're not imagining what it will look like, they are just allowing their body to connect with the material, with the natural world, or with the paint or the pen and paper. And they are just allowing that creativity to happen. So again, it is a way in which they are moving, they are creating, but the real focus is just allowing the process to happen. So it's not about what they create or even how they create. The mandala art meditation, or any art meditation actually, is really about being focused, being connected with that art or natural materials, and just allowing the process to happen, and knowing that when the children or teenagers are creating, it is not about making something beautiful or colorful or what patterns. It is perhaps processing their emotions, processing their experiences, or anything that really needs to be released from the body, and allowing creative expression, allowing self-expression through the form of art. And what makes it an art meditation versus a piece of art? We could argue that all art is a meditation, but it's that they are really focusing on the process. They are completely aware of what is going on internally, but they're not concerning themselves with anything that's going on externally. And we, as the teachers or the guidance, are providing a space that is quiet and feels safe for them. With any meditation, where really they're providing a space that is quiet and safe, and we're just providing some guidance for them. So whether you have little ones who are 2 and 3 and you want them to relax and kind of get introduced to meditations, you can try some moving meditation with them, with the focus of enhancing their concentration and encouraging them to be quiet, but really working with that nervous system to get them into a relaxation mode. Or whether you're working with children who connect with music, perhaps teenagers, and then you can use sound and music as a form of concentration during your meditations. Or if you are working with children who are very much engaged in their imagination and enjoy lying down, relaxing and being all cozy and comfortable, and you can guide them through a visualization, so through a visual journey. So they are 4 techniques. There are many more that you can use with children and teens. And if you want to learn more relaxation and meditation techniques or tips on how to get children into meditation, then you can take a look at all of my videos and resources, either on my website or on my YouTube channel. And if you really want to dive deep into children's yoga and meditation, then you can take a look at my online teacher training, which just opened a few days ago and is available throughout the whole of 2022. And you can always message me or email me with any questions about that. So I would love to know, what is your favorite meditation technique to use with your little ones or with your teenagers or even in your own practice? And if you are new to meditation and it feels a little bit overwhelming because you don't want to have to sit down for 20 minutes and be quiet with your own thoughts, then know that that is not actually what meditation is all about. And it's really about focusing the mind. And so you can try out one of these different types of meditations. So you could try out moving meditation to start with, or an art meditation, and see how that feels. And then just let me know. Comment below and let me know what is your favorite type of meditation technique, or what are you going to be using this week. All right, bye.